All right, Hank, I got a question from Max, who writes, Dear John and Hank, I recently found out that there's nicotine naturally found in plants. Indeed, Max. That's it's the main way we get it.
Especially in something called tobacco.
One of these is potatoes. And first of all, excuse me. Second of all, how many potatoes would you have to consume in one sitting to ingest a cigarette worth of nicotine? Like, do I need to be concerned about this? Do I need to add it to the list of worries that keep me up at night? Always stress to the max. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You do not need to worry that you're going to get hooked on nicotine by eating potatoes.
No. Look. What about an alternative way to look at this, which is that the world is extraordinarily stressful. If you could be focusing on something as unimportant as whether or not you're going to get addicted to potatoes, which, by the way, you already are, then maybe you won't be as focused on some of the worst stuff. That's going to be
that's a great point. You should be addicted to eating potatoes because they're basically the perfect food. Max.
Oh, they're so good. They're better than you think. What's not great is when you deep fry them. Other than that, what a delightful
they're
food.
great for you. They have tons of nutrients. Yeah. They're delicious. You can survive for many years on a diet of just potatoes if that interests you. And it does interest me,
you shouldn't
frankly.
Do that, but it is possible.
You shouldn't, but you can. You could.
I think you might need a couple of other things, but yeah.
I don't know that you would.
Well, I once read that it was that you can only do it if you also supplement with dairy milk, because there are vitamins in milk that make up for all the ones that you can't get from potatoes. And I read that on the internet.
How long could a human live while only eating potatoes and drinking water? Now that's a good damn question.
And would they get a nicotine high?
All right, I got an actual answer from an actual magazine.
and magazines are not the internet. They're just on the internet.
All right, if you ate both potatoes and sweet potatoes, you could live forever.
There it is. Yeah, I believe that. Sweet potatoes, they're a whole different thing. I would love to make a Vlogbrothers video where I actually do the math on this, because I have not done the math, but I bet I could eat enough potatoes to get a chill nicotine high. But no. I think that I would probably just have to do the skins, and I would probably need to swish them around in my mouth a bunch, because I think eating tobacco is not going to get you that high.
Okay. I have some numbers for you. Here's a little context for you, Max and Hank.
Uh-huh.
The amount of nicotine in a cigarette, and for context, Max, I smoked on average between 30 and 45 cigarettes per day between the ages of 14 and 25. But one cigarette, one of them contains about 12 milligrams of nicotine.
That's a lot.
Which is around 18,000 times more nicotine than in a potato. So I don't think, respectfully, Hank, you could get a chill nicotine high unless you're willing to eat at least 5,000 or 6,000 potatoes in a single setting.
Yeah, I don't think I could eat 6,000 potatoes, but maybe. Yeah.
I don't think you can eat 6,000 potatoes in your life.
But I've never had nicotine in my life, so my tolerance is extremely low.
First off, there's no way that's true.
It's not true. I had a cigar at I had maybe a tenth of a cigar at some cousin's wedding once.
Oh, that's so cringy. What a cringy way to ingest nicotine. I've done nicotine in all the major ways except for cigars and pipes because I'm not massively cringe.
I love that
the only way you ever ingested nicotine was via cigar.
That's a thing. It's a tradition.
What? There was a tradition. Are born?
No, I don't know. It was something. I felt like a tradition. All the cousins were smoking cigars.
Yeah,
and John, I was
smoking cigars right with them. It's not that. It's just that, like, I would never claim that's the only way I ever ingested nicotine.
It is the only way. I've never had a cigarette.
I'm saying, even if it were true, it's still the wrong thing to say.
Look, I'm not I have to be me. I can't let the world inhabit my brain. I have to kill the part. You can't kill the part that's cringy. You must kill the part that cringes. John, That's the way forward. And I did smoke a 10th of the cigar. And you know how I felt afterward? I felt like I was on cocaine.
Really?
I don't know what being on cocaine feels like, but I was extremely high.
So much is getting revealed in this episode.
I felt like wild. It was like drinking like 8 cups of coffee. I was like, oh, this is a drug.
Hank Green, nicotine salesman.